Hi everybody, coming to you today from the Willani Forest outside of Atlanta, the site of Stop Cop City. We are under observation right now from an unmarked police car that just took notice that we had stopped outside of the facility, outside of its barriers. We are not trespassing, we are not in prohibited territory, but somebody's not happy about this. This is stolen land from the Muscogee Creek people, which is being designated as a police training facility, which will cost the people of Atlanta and some private donors something like $91 million approximately. Very much against the wishes of the people of Atlanta, who have been fighting this, who are trying to get a referendum on the ballot in order to stop it. And the largely Democratic City Council is doing everything they can to push ahead with the plans for this police militarization facility. This is one of the so-called lungs of the city, and there aren't very many of them left here in Atlanta. It's one of like 4. This is also where Tortuguita's murder took place. One of the forest defenders basically had 57 wounds, in other words, shot that many times. And the development of these training facilities is like the next step along the way to a completely militarized, fascistic society. Bear in mind that this police training facility is one of about 70 such programs that are currently either underway or in the planning across the country. The flip side of endless wars abroad is the loss of our democracy here at home, a war on our right to protest, our rights of free speech. And I should mention, of course, also that forest defenders, protesters, and even bystanders, organizers involved in various aspects of resistance to this militarization project are being charged with RICO charges and facing potentially decades in jail. So it's another example of how our democracy is very much in the target hairs right now, and the fights that we are fighting against empire and against the heavy hand of repression and the war on our First Amendment rights of protest, free speech, and freedom of the press. They go hand in hand, and it's so important for us to be resisting on all counts. Next, we will be coming to you from Columbia University and another battlefront in the fight for democracy and against empire, for our rights of free speech and protest, which are on the firing line now all over the country. Thank you so much for standing up for a world that works for all of us.